接下来我们要请黄老师的大公子 Justin Hwang 黄汉哲来讲几句话。
好，谢谢大家。I'm gonna speak in English too, because this is my language that I can communicate with. And I think today was a very special day for me because I actually learned about my life as well. I always wondered when I was a kid, why are we in Los Alamos? Why are we in Indianapolis? Why are we in Pennsylvania? Why are we in Boston? Why are we in Taiwan? And now I understand, because there's a community that has really embraced his work, that has really embraced his effort, that understands his effort and commitment. And that's why he wanted to continue to produce and work so hard to make this a better community for not just himself, but for everybody around him and for people in the future as well. Ironically, I wrote a couple of things on the plane thinking that, oh, maybe I have some things unique to say. Apparently, I'm going to read some of this and you'll find that this has been a theme throughout the day. So one of the things I wrote is Pauchy is a very enthusiastic person with his research, something that has been talked about a lot. And he's a very rigorous person with high integrity. This has been talked about a lot too. And the last thing I thought is something that I've seen throughout the last 3 decades, that he really is a visionary. And this is regard to both his physics and also, I guess, me and my brother's life, which it seems like decades ago we had no idea what we would be doing, but he always knew that one day me and Irvin would end up in research, and somehow we are. And I guess one thing that I would like to point out that has not been discussed as much is perhaps some of the peculiarnesses and uniqueness of his personality. And I'll say, we talked about his stroke a lot, and there's many other things that he was very cautious about himself physically. For example, his handicapness, his very gray hair that he eventually grew to be very, very long at the end of his days. And I think the interesting thing is, whatever it was, I don't think he ever really tried to see it as a disadvantage. It always was a problem-solving situation for him. He always thought of, if I'm going to be the person with gray hair, I'm going to be the person that stands out in the pictures that has the most gray hair. If I am going to be a physicist that's handicapped, I'm going to be the best physicist that is handicapped. And if I'm going to have a stroke, I will have a stroke and be the best physicist that has had a stroke and with gray hair and is handicapped. So all in all, I do want to say that I don't think he would have been able to do this all by himself. I think there was really a strong community that appreciated him, that supported him throughout the efforts, as well as with his family. And today, I think the biggest understanding that I got from everybody is that he did have a family outside his family that really helped him live his life to a great fulfillment. And the last thing I want to end up saying is, I think a week before he passed, I happened to be in Taiwan. He told me that he no longer had to seek for happiness anymore, because every day when he woke up, he was happy, and he would never have to try to be happy ever in his life again. And unfortunately, he passed away the week after, but now I'm gaining a really great understanding about how he lived his life, and I just want to thank everybody again for welcoming me here to represent our family, and thank you all again.